Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some news here that we have going on for Pokemon Go. Niantic coming out and saying, yes, we have made some changes to the raid, and we're looking into seeing if we want to keep it this particular way, or something like that. We'll look at that here in a minute, which is completely nuts because it kind of, I wouldn't say, it kind of flips the whole thing on its head a little bit. Some Pokemon get better, including Necros Madonna Wings and Duskmane, making them God mode. And then things like Kartana, that you worked hard to get, top tier grass type attacker, and it kind of went down on the charts. Now, is it completely nerfing your good Pokemon? Not quite, but it is a little bit of a screw up. Mechanics are changed and they didn't even really put out a blog. So we're gonna go over that, as well as removing a very good box that we did receive. Don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. We have some good stuff here. We're going to take a look at some Gigantamax stuff, as well as a glitch that's going on here, so we're going to get into that. But with that said, if you do enjoy my video, if you could give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, first up, we're going to be taking a look at the box. Let's go ahead and look at this here. So I did personally purchase one of these, and, well, they removed it. What did it contain? Well, this is one of the best boxes ever. That's why they probably removed it so quickly. It wasn't a one-time purchase either. So in this box, you have 5 regular premium passes, the storage for your Pokemon, an item bag upgrade as well. So it's a storage upgrade for your Pokemon too. One of each of those, and then 5 super incubators. All of this for equivalent in your area too, whatever, but it was $3.99 Pokecoins. So yeah, that is an absolute steal. Obviously, it's more than the premium passes, everything. So they removed that quickly, Niantic. They're like, no, we can't allow that, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. I don't know if it was like a limited time thing for just a little bit, which technically they're all like that, but I think they removed it a little bit quicker than anticipated. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the Gigantamax deal that I did this morning. So we'll go ahead and start this video right about now. So another one popped up on screen here. You know, it's pretty funny because this new power spot that did pop up right here, when I do look up food trucks, it's like right there. I mean, this is where this person lives, where they park the food truck, but they're out other places which I can never find them. But there is a new one there. And also take note that I do believe that these power spots are going to be kind of moving around and rotating. You're not going to see them constantly at the same spots all the time. You may see them disappear, maybe come back, okay? So just to keep a little bit of a heads up on that. So what I'm going to do today is make sure I collect more than I can actually collect. So once I get to the limit of around 700 MP for these power energy things that we're getting here, right? I am going to collect my 2 kilometers from the previous day. All right, and we're going to do that right now. So we're at 680. So we're going to go ahead and collect that, I think, in a second here. And now we're at 980. So we didn't go all the way to 1020, but we're close enough. The limit is 800 per day. So we got over the limit. We're going to go ahead and go with the power up, the stronger one there, and waste those MPs right there. We still have several days before we're actually going to see these in the power spots to battle, so we're still good to kind of stack up that stuff. Plus, there's a limit, so you have to use it or lose it, right? Unless they let us go. All right, so shout out to my man here. He made, I'll have a link down below for his Twitter, all kinds of fun stuff. Take a look at this. So there is a glitch that'll allow you to look at some of the Pokemon that are in their Dynamax form. So that's just them bigger, right? And I did have the sound for you all to listen to it initially, but I don't think we're going to do that because I kind of want to talk over it. We've got the Sunglasses Blastoise in the big mode. Isn't that hilarious? The sounds of them, you know, it just sounds all like blurry and stuff. It's not the quality of his video, it's just the way they sound. So don't worry about it. It's just their growls, except they sound like they're Godzilla or something, right? And they're not even that clear, but pretty cool looking. You can't use them. It's not like they're Gigantamax. It's just a glitch visually. So don't worry, you're not going to be left out. You're not, because, you know, who wants a Dynamax Metagross? Everybody. All right, so especially shiny. But shout out to my man there. Pretty cool stuff. Thought I'd include that in the video because it is pretty awesome. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at what Niantic said here. So this is about the raids. They've changed them. Remember, we went over the things that people were talking about and how some people or Pokemon are going to get nerfed. Well, here it is. They came out and said something quietly in their Niantic support where, you know, not everybody's on X. or Twitter, however you like to say it. So let's go ahead and see here. So traders, we have launched improvements to raid battles to increase stability, reduce latency, and provide the ability to expand them in the future. This may affect timing of some Pokemon's moves. Oh, there you go. People are not happy. I personally didn't say anything underneath it. I don't really need to always comment on something, but it is fun to see what the people do have to say, and they are not happy. But, I'm not going to take a jab at anybody. I'm just saying, Niantic can't get a break. I don't know what they're trying to do, though. I don't think this is really necessarily great because a lot of the Pokemon that you did power up are now going to be lesser than they were before. I had to sneeze for a second there. I thought I was going to have to stop recording. But, again, some things are going up, some things are going down. Once we have the full numbers and report, I will come back to you and talk about that. But for now, we're just going to wait. Maybe Niantic might change something again because you never know. Backlash like this might not be great for them right now. It seemed like they were trying to get on our good side, but yeah, looks like Ethereum is down. Oh yeah, Bitcoin is down. Buy, baby. Let's go. Buy some. I have no financial advice, okay? I'm just saying, you buy the dip when people run, but that's not about Bitcoin. So, yeah, you can't just do things like this and just like, somebody invested massively into something that did a particular thing, and now it's going to be lesser than it was before. So, for instance, Kartana, like a lot of people saying that in there, the Steel Grass Ultra Beast was one of your best grass type attackers for raids, but now it's going to be ranked down a little bit less. How much less? Well, I'm not going to go digging around right now, but again, when I come out with a report or when people come out with a report and we have all the solid numbers as to the cuts, which I do believe they're already out though, I'm just waiting for Niantic to maybe flip a switch back and say, oh, yeah, we made changes, but this one change, we twerked it a little bit and then it'll make all the other things that were bad good again. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to wait. But they need to give us a heads up. So technically, you spent hundreds of dollars, however much, tens of dollars. Okay, you owe nearly $100, all right, to power it up, and now it's not as good. What I was gonna say is, say it was beating a particular thing. I'm just gonna throw a random number out. A tier 1 raid boss at 30 seconds. All right, grass and water type. Who knows? It was beating at 30 seconds, but now with the new update, it's beating it at like say 45 seconds. That's pretty significant. And that does make a little bit of a difference, and I see where people are coming from. So they haven't even put out a blog post explaining the numbers yet. It's just kind of like a, what these car companies are doing. You buy a car and then you have to like subscribe for the high beams to work. It's like, Jesus, well, okay. So when were you going to tell us this? Oh, I see. Okay, you're just going to put out a little secret post, and then a little pop-up will happen, and then we'll figure it out on the dot. Gotcha. So yeah, they just came out with it. People are not happy, like they should be. But what can I say here? It is Niantic. What did you expect? At the end of the day, what did I tell you all? This is an online game. You own nothing. Doesn't matter if you spend $1 million in a month on Pokemon Go. It doesn't matter. It's unrealistic, okay? But you see what I'm saying? No matter how much you spend, it's never yours. You'll still never own the game. Sure, you own the kind of login information, or at least like you're somewhat controlling your account. But inevitably and ultimately, Niantic owns everything that you're putting into that, even the money. So, gobble it up, Pokecoins. That's why they put out new terms of service, so they can keep it, and you can't take them to any sort of whatever thing you got to do going on there. But anyways, just, word to the wise. I just don't see, it's crazy to me how people who don't make money off of this spend so much. And I'm not taking any jabs at nobody. You spend your money however the hell you want. But I just couldn't imagine. So, unless you're rich, I don't know. Whatever you got to do. If you enjoy the game, shoot. Spend all the money you want. It's just, no return is insane to me. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.